Hello and welcome to another episode of The Yarn Connoisseur. I believe that this is episode 4. Episode 3 would have been the Let's Talk About UFOs Vlogtober one. I know I said I wanted to do a video every week, and I did try to film a video for this new pattern of fingerless gloves that I created. They're really cool. They are reversible, so you can have them this way, or if you wanted to, you could turn them the other way and you could have them this way. I did try to do a video last week for these, but the yarn that I used was a burgundy and a cream kind of color, and it didn't show up very well, so I'm looking for a new yarn to be able to show on camera these a lot better. It's a really beautiful pattern. These particular ones, the purple is Heat Wave by Red Heart, which, if you haven't heard about it, it's a new yarn. It's supposed to keep 12 degrees warmer when it is exposed to UV rays. And then the blue is Hirschner's Worsted 8. And they're really, really nice. I do like them. I've gotten quite a few compliments. I was wearing them out during the colder days of October. For Texas, it was Halloween. Halloween was pretty cool and a little icky because it was kind of raining. Not crochet related and definitely not sponsored. I came across this sweet foam that's made by Ready Whip. If you like coffee and you like lattes, this is really good. This will make your coffee into a latte. I do like a lot of cream in my coffee, and while it's really good with my coffee, I really recommend it for hot chocolate. Instead of putting the whipped cream on top, try this. It makes it really good, and it makes your coffee or your hot chocolate really cool to drink. It's pretty easy. It says that you shake it 4 times. That's probably more than 4. This is my coffee here. Like I said, I like a lot of cream in my coffee. And then you put it upside down and you just put it on there, and it's like a thinner whipped cream. But when you have really hot coffee, you can drink it readily, pretty fast, because the coolness of the foam mixes with coffee and it doesn't burn your tongue. So it's kind of nice. It's something new that I found in the store that I have really enjoyed. Thought I'd tell you about it. My reversible shells fingerless gloves pattern, I started making a scarf for my son's girlfriend, and that's how I got the idea of it. As I was making it, I was like, you know, these would make some really cool gloves, and I started putting it around my hand to see. And this yarn here is a lightweight 3, so I can't really use it for my pattern because my pattern's is a 4, so it's a worsted weight. So I keep looking through all the yarn that I have to see if I can find something that looks really good on camera. But I do love these colors. You wouldn't think that pink and blue go together, but they're so pretty together. It's gonna be a great pattern when I get it out. I also have been working on the Lotus flower blanket by Hooked by Robin. And if you haven't seen it, it's a circular blanket, and it calls for a sheep cheese yarn, which here in the United States we don't have readily accessible. And it's really thin, so I chose to use the Hirschner's Pastry Plus yarn. This is a lightweight 3 and a 7mm hook. And it is really looking really nice, as you can see. It has a beautiful stitch pattern to it. I really like the way that it looks. It's a little holey, but it's really pretty. And this particular colorway is called Frosted. I think it's Frosted. Yeah, it is Frosted. But you can use, it's one of those patterns, you can use anything really that you want, just depending on how big you want to make it. The stitches and stuff, they'll all be the same. I'm really enjoying it. The blankets do take a long time. I have 3 of these, and this is the second one, and so I still have a lot to go on it. And the pattern stops at 50 rounds, but I'm going to see if I can continue in the way that the pattern repeat goes. I bet I can. I bet it'll be pretty easy. And then I do have a finished object. This is the Comfy Cozy sweater by Patons, I think. Though I didn't use the yarn recommended, I used Bernat blanket yarn, and it makes such a warm winter coat. Well, I say warm, it's definitely warm for Texas. It would get me through the coldest winter day in Texas. And the way that the pattern is, you're supposed to use 2 yarns held together, but because I used such a thick yarn, I just move this out of the way. I just used 1, and so it's nice and warm and lovely. It didn't call for a lot of different colors. That was my choice. But it will keep you cold on a windy day, on a cold day. It's just, and it's like being wrapped in love, wrapped in a blanket, because it's so soft. But here in Texas, it's like 70 degrees today, so I'm going to take this off. Put my chair back. So that's pretty much what I have accomplished for the past couple of weeks. I've worked on a few patterns. Things that I've decided I didn't like. I have a different color of the Hirschner's Pastry Plus yarn, and I was working on a, what is it called? It's called a fluffy meringue shawl, but I didn't like the abrupt color changes in the shawl, so I frogged it out and decided I'd try something else. Excuse me. With that yarn, I'm really trying to find the time to make my fingerless gloves pattern, because I think it would go over well. I think you guys would really like to use them for this winter. And if you use, like I said, if you use the Red Heart Heatwave yarn, it will keep you 12 degrees warmer when you are out and about. If you're at like football game or any kind of sports game, if you're just hanging out outside, as long as the sun is out and you're exposed to the UV rays, the yarn gets warm, and no matter how many times you wash it, it'll stay that way. It's fiber that is put in with the yarn when they make the yarn, so that's really cool. It's the only yarn like it. That is pretty much all that I have for today. I will, like I said, I'll try to get this pattern made hopefully this week, and hopefully by the weekend it will be out. I hope everybody has a happy day today, and yeah, I hope everybody has a happy day. Thank you for listening to me. Please like, subscribe, and share if you get the chance, if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you.